Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. In today's session, we will cover remaining provisions of the topic governor. Yes, as all we aware about, the crash course for Prelims 2021 on our platform Inspire, we are covering polity sections. Yes friends, so we'll start today's session. Before that, it's my pleasure to welcome you all on Unacademy, India's largest learning platform, where you will get daily live classes, unlimited access for live and recorded lectures, structured courses, live tests. It's me, Rushikesh Inamdar, guiding UPSC aspirants from last 8 years. You can follow me on Unacademy and also you can join our Telegram group using this channel. And friends, you can attend our special classes on Unacademy app. Yes, here is the surprise for all aspirants. Unacademy is providing printed study material in the form of 20 books was created by best faculties and UPSC experts. Yes, so we are providing these books absolutely free with her 1 year subscription, 2 year subscription and 3 year subscription. Yes, and this offer is valid till 14th April. So hurry up and register yourself for any of courses on our platform. And here is the best offer for you for subscription, where if you will choose 1 year plan for your course, then you will get validity till Prelims 2022. And if you will select 2 year plan, then you will get validity till Prelims 2023. Yes friends, do not forget to use code RBI Live to subscribing this mega offer, and this offer is valid till 20th April. Those aspirants are looking for our paid courses. We have plus and iconic courses available on our platform, where you will get 10% discount after using referral code RBI Live. Yes friends, this code is also you can use on your optional subscription, where also you will get 10% discount. Yes, we have combo subscription for general studies and optional, where you can opt for 1 year, 2 year or 3 year duration of course. Here also you will eligible to get 10% discount with referral code RBI Live. So after the using code referral code RBI Live, I will guide you throughout your journey. Yes friends. So those aspirants are pursuing their graduation, or those aspirants are looking for any course after their 12th examination regarding civil services preparation, we have iconic subscription for all those aspirants. Yes, in this iconic subscription, you will get all the features of plus course along with personal guidance. Yes, expert guidelines, study planner and study material. Yes, we are providing free test series for all aspirants. Yes, just you have to use code RBI Live to unlock these tests. So friends, in this test series, we will cover complete general studies and current affairs part. These are the new batches we are starting for UPSC CSE. We have 1 year, 2 year batches, NCRT batches and prelim oriented batches. Yes, we have Unacademy combat on every Sunday. So upcoming Sunday on 11th in the morning 11 a.m. we have Unacademy combat. So friends, just you have to use code RBI Live to enroll for this combat. And now this combat is available in Hindi medium also. Yes. So friends, we'll start today's topic. Yes. Now, Already we have covered legislative powers and executive powers of governor. Now we'll start with the financial powers. Yes. So the financial powers and functions of governor, like he sees the annual financial statement, that is state budget, is laid before the state legislature. Yes. Money bills can be introduced in the state legislature only with his prior recommendation. Yes. No demand for a grant can be made except on his recommendation. Yes, governor can make advances out of the contingency fund of the state to meet any unforeseen expenditure. Yes, he constitutes a finance commission after every 5 years to review the financial position of the panchayats and the municipalities. Yes. So, these are the financial powers of governor. If we are talking about judicial powers, then governor can grant pardons, reprieves, respites and remission of punishment, or suspend, remit and commute the sentence of any person convicted of any offence against any law relating to a matter to which the executive power of the state extends. Yes, governor is consulted by the president while appointing the judges of the concerned state high courts. Yes, high court, right. He makes appointments, postings, and promotions of the district judges in consultation with the state high court. Yes, these are the judicial powers of governor. Yes, governor also appoints persons to the judicial service of the state in consultation with the state high court and the state public service commission. Yes, and these designations other than district judges. Yes. So now we will study in detail the three important powers of the governor, that is veto power, ordinance making power and pardoning power. Yes, and now we will compare all these powers with the President of India. Yes. Now first we'll start with the veto powers. Yes, veto powers of President and Governor. Yes, here we'll see the veto powers of Governor in comparison with the President of India. So, with regard to ordinary bills, the Governor pass like every ordinary bill after it is passed by Legislative Assembly in case of unicameral legislature, or both the houses in case of bicameral legislature, either in the first instance or in the second instance, is presented to the governor for his assent. Yes, when this ordinary bill is presented to the governor, so he has four alternatives, like governor may give his assent to the bill and the bill then becomes an act. Yes, governor may withhold his assent to the bill and the bill then ends and does not become an act. Yes, then governor may return the bill for reconsideration of the house or houses, and if the bill is passed by house or houses again with or without amendments and presented to the governor for his assent, then the governor must give his assent to the bill, and thus the governor enjoys only a suspensive veto. Yes. Or in ordinary bills, Governor may reserve the bill for the consideration of the President. Yes, when we'll compare the veto powers of President with comparing Governor, where in case of President, every ordinary bill, after it is passed by both the houses of Parliament, either singly or at joint sitting, is presented to the President for his assent, and after that, President has three alternatives. He may give his assent to the bill, and the bill then becomes an act. Yes, he may withhold his assent to the bill, and the bill then ends and does not become an act. Yes, President may return the bill for reconsideration of the houses, and if the bill is passed by both the houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, again with or without amendments, and presented to the President for his assent, then the President must give his assent to the bill. Thus, President enjoys only suspensive veto. Yes, so both President and Governors enjoys only a suspensive veto power regard to ordinary bills. Yes. Now, so when in concern with any bill, when Governor reserves a bill for the consideration of the President, then he will not have any further role in the enactment of the bill. If the bill is written by the President for the reconsideration of House or Houses and is passed again, the bill must be presented again for the presidential assent only. And if the President gives his assent to the bill, it becomes an act. So this means the assent of Governor is no longer required, where the Governor reserves a bill for the consideration of the President. Now, we'll see, in case of President, when a state bill is reserved by the Governor for the consideration of the President has three alternatives with that state bill. So the President may give his assent to the bill, and then the bill then becomes an act. Yes, President may withhold his assent to the bill, and the bill then ends and does not become an act. Yes, or President may return the bill for reconsideration of the House or Houses of the state legislature. So when a bill is so written, the House or Houses have to reconsider it within 6 months. And if the bill is passed by the House or Houses again with or without amendments and presented to the President for his assent, the President is not bound to give his assent to the bill. He may give his assent to such a bill or withhold his assent. Yes, so these are the criteria for the state bill reserved for, or state bill reserved by the Governor for the consideration of the President. Yes. Now we'll see in concern with the money bill. So in case of Governor, every money bill after it is passed by the state legislature, yes, unicameral or bicameral, is presented to the Governor for his assent. So Governor has three alternatives. He may give his assent to the bill. The bill then becomes an act. Governor may withhold his assent to the bill. The bill then ends and does not become an act. Yes, he may reserve the bill for the consideration of the President. So, thus the Governor cannot return money bill for the reconsideration of the state legislature, and normally the Governor gives his assent to money bill as it is introduced in the state legislature with his previous permission. Yes. Now, we'll see the scenario in President's veto power regarding money bill. So, every money bill after it is passed by the parliament, is presented to the president for his assent. And president has two alternatives regarding this money bill. So he may give his assent to the bill. The bill then becomes an act. Or he may withhold his assent to the bill. The bill then ends and does not become an act. Yes. So the president cannot return the money bill for the consideration or reconsideration of the parliament. And normally the president gives his assent to a money bill as it is introduced in the parliament with his previous permission. Yes. So, in case of governor, when the governor reserves a money bill for the consideration of the president, then governor will not have any further role in the enactment of the money bill, that money bill. And if the president gives his assent to the bill, it becomes an act. This means the act assent to the governor is no longer required. Yes. Now, when a money bill is reserved by the governor for the consideration of the president, then president has two alternatives. He may give his assent to the bill, then the bill becomes an act, and he may withhold his assent to the bill. The bill then ends and does not become an act. So thus the president cannot return the money bill for the reconsideration of the state legislature. Yes, as in the case of the parliament as well. So the president cannot return a money bill for the reconsideration of state legislature when a money bill is reserved by the governor for the consideration of the president. Yes. Now, after the veto pass, we'll see ordinance making powers of president and governor. Yes. So, governor can promulgate an ordinance only when the legislative assembly is not in session, or when the both houses of the state legislature are not in session, or when either of the two houses of the state legislature is not in session. Yes, the last provision implies that an ordinance can be promulgated by the governor when only one house is in session, because a law can be passed by both the houses and not by one house alone. Yes. So, where in the case of president, he can promulgate an ordinance only when both the houses of parliament are not in session, or when either of the houses of parliament is not in session. The second provision implies that an ordinance can also be promulgated by the president when only one house is in session, because a law can be passed by both the houses and not by one house alone. Yes, these are the ordinance making power of governor and president. Yes, then we'll see where governor can promulgate an ordinance only when he is satisfied that circumstances exist which render it necessary for him to take immediate action. Yes. Whereas the president can promulgate an ordinance only when he is satisfied that circumstances exist which render it necessary for him to take immediate action. Yes. Governor can perform, like his ordinance making power is co-extensive with the legislative power of the state legislature, and this means that governor can issue ordinances when only those subjects on which the state legislature can make laws. And in case of the president, where president's ordinance making power is co-extensive with the legislative power of the parliament. Yes. In case of governor, an ordinance issued by governor has the same force and effect as an act of the state legislature. Yes, where an ordinance issued by president has the same force and effect as an act of the parliament. Yes. So an ordinance issued by governor is subject to the same limitations as an act of the state legislature. So this means that an ordinance issued by governor will be invalid to the extent it makes any provision which the state legislature cannot make. Whereas in case of president, an ordinance issued by president is subject to the same limitations as an act of parliament. Yes. Then governor can withdraw an ordinance at any time. Same like the president also can withdraw an ordinance at any time. Yes. Governor. So governor's ordinance making power is not a discretionary power. Yes. So this means that he can promulgate or withdraw an ordinance only on the advice of the council headed by the chief minister. Yes, whereas the president ordinance making power is not a discretionary power. This means that he can promulgate or withdraw an ordinance only on the advice of the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. Yes. Then an ordinance issued by governor should be laid before the state legislative assembly or both the houses of the legislature in case of bicameral legislature when it reassembles. Yes, same. An ordinance issued by president should be laid before both houses of parliament when it reassembles. Yes, in case of governor, an ordinance issued by him ceases to operate on the expiry of 6 weeks from the reassembly of the state legislature. So it may cease to operate even earlier when or earlier than the prescribed 6 weeks if a resolution disapproving it is passed by the legislative assembly and is agreed to by the legislative council. Yes, in case of a bicameral legislature. So ordinance issued by governor ceases to operate on the expiry of 6 weeks from the assembly of the state legislature. So whereas an ordinance issued by president ceases to operate on the expiry of 6 weeks from the reassembly of parliament. Yes. Now, in case of president, he needs no instruction for making an ordinance, whereas in case of governor, he cannot make an ordinance without the instructions from the president in 3 cases. Yes, governor cannot make an ordinance without the instructions from the president in 3 cases, where if a bill containing the same provisions would have required the previous sanction of the president for its introduction into the state legislature. Yes, if he would have deemed it necessary to reserve a bill containing the same provisions for the consideration of the president. Yes, if an act of the state legislature containing the same provisions would have been invalid without receiving the president's assent. Yes, so the governor cannot make an ordinance without the instructions from the president in these three cases? Yes. Now we'll see pardoning powers of president and governor. Yes, now we'll see the pardoning powers of governor in comparison with the president. Yes. So governor can reprieve, pardon, reprieve, respite, remit, suspend, or commute the punishment or sentence of any person convicted of any offense against a state law. Yes, he cannot pardon a death sentence even if state law prescribed for death sentence. The power to grant pardon lies with the president and not the governor. Yes, but the governor can suspend, remit, or commute a death sentence. Yes, and governor does not possess any such powers. Yes, whereas the president can pardon, reprieve, respite, remit, suspend, or commute the punishment or sentence of any person convicted of any offense against the central law. Yes, he can pardon, reprieve, respite, remit, suspend, or commute a death sentence, and he is the only authority. President is the only authority to pardon a death sentence. Yes. So remember the point, guys. Yes. So just remember the point. Friends, president is the only authority to pardon a death sentence. Yes, president can grant pardon, reprieve, respite, suspension, remission, or commutation in respect to punishment or sentence by court martial, that is military law. Yes, these are the pardoning powers of governor in comparison with president. Now we'll see the constitutional position of governor. Yes, the Constitution of India provides for a parliamentary form of government in the state as in the center, and consequently the governor has been made only a nominal executive. Yes. So the real executive constitutes the council of ministers headed by the chief minister. So in other words, the governor has to exercise his powers and functions with the aid and advice of the council of ministers headed by the chief minister, except in matters in which he is required to act in his discretion, that is without the advice of ministers. Yes. Now, in estimating the constitutional position of the governor, particular reference has to be made to the provisions of Article 154, Article 163 and Article 164. Yes, when the executive power of the state shall be vested in the governor and shall be exercised by him either directly or through officers subordinate to him in accordance with this constitution, that is Article 154. Yes, there shall be a council of ministers with the chief minister as the head to aid and advise the governor in the exercise of his functions, except insofar as he is required to exercise his functions in his discretion, which is mentioned in Article 163 of the Indian Constitution. Yes, the Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the Legislative Assembly of the state. Yes, which is mentioned in Article 164. So the Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the Legislative Assembly of the state. And this provision is the foundation of the parliamentary system of government in the state. Yes. This is the foundation of the parliamentary system of government in the state. Yes, from the above, it is clear that constitutional position of the governor differs from that of the president in the following two respects. Yes, while the constitution envisaged the possibility of the governor acting at times in his discretion, and no such possibility has been envisaged for the president. Yes, after 42nd Constitutional Amendment 1976, ministerial advice has been made binding on the president, but no such provision has been made with respect to the governor. Yes. So the Constitution makes it clear that if any question arises whether a matter falls within the governor's discretion or not, the decision of the governor is final and the validity of anything done by him cannot be called in question on the ground that he ought or ought not to have acted in his discretion. Yes, the governor has constitutional discretion in the following cases, like reservation of a bill for the consideration of the president, recommendation of the imposition of the president rule in the state. Yes, while exercising his functions as the administrator of an adjoining union territory in case of additional charge. Yes, then determining the amount payable by the government of Assam. Yes. Fourth is determining the amount payable by the government of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram to an autonomous tribal district council as royalty accruing from licenses for mineral exploration. Yes. So, paragraph 9, clause 2 of the 6th schedule, which says if any dispute arises as to the share of such royalties to be made over to a district council, and it shall be referred to the governor for determination, and the amount determined by the governor in his discretion shall be deemed to be the amount payable to the district council, and the decision of the governor shall be final. So the sixth schedule, which contains the provisions as to administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Yes. Then seeking information from the Chief Minister with regard to the administrative and legislative matters of the state. Yes. So, in addition to the above constitutional discretion, the governor, like the president, also has situational discretion. Yes, this situational discretion in the cases like appointment of chief minister when no party has a clear-cut majority in the state legislative assembly, or when the chief minister in office dies suddenly and there is no obvious successor. Yes, this situational discretion, like dismissal of the council of ministers when it control. Yes, dismissal of the council of ministers when it cannot prove the confidence of the state legislative assembly. Dissolution of the state legislative assembly if the council of ministers has lost its majority. Yes. So, the governor has certain special responsibilities to discharge according to the directions issued by the president. So, in this regard, the governor, though, has to consult the council of ministers led by the chief minister, acts finally on his discretion, like Maharashtra establishment of separate development boards for Vidarbha and Marathwada, Gujarat where establishment of separate development boards for Saurashtra and Kutch, Nagaland with respect to law and order in state form, so long as the internal disturbances in the Naga Hills and Susang area continues. In case of Assam, with respect to the administration of tribal areas, Manipur, where regarding the administration of the hill areas in the state, for Sikkim, peace and for ensuring social and economic advancement of the different sections of the population, Arunachal Pradesh, with respect to law and order in the state, Karnataka, establishment of separate development board for Hyderabad Karnataka region. Yes, this provision was added by the 98th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2012. Yes. Then the Constitution has assigned a dual role to the office of a governor in the Indian federal system. Yes, so our Constitution of India has assigned a dual role to the office of a governor in the Indian federal system. He is the constitutional head of the state. Yes, he is the constitutional head of the state as well as the representative of the center. Yes, that is representative of the president. So that's it about the governor topic. Yes. Now, after that, we'll see the articles related to governor at a glance. Yes, before that, just have a recap what we have covered in today's session. Earlier, we have covered executive and legislative powers of the governor. In today's session, we have started with the financial powers. Yes, we have covered various provisions related with the financial powers of the governor. Then we have covered judicial powers. Yes. Then we have completed comparison between veto powers of governor and president. Yes, so president and governor enjoys only a suspensive veto power. Yes, after that we have covered ordinance making power of governor and president and comparison between these two dignitaries. Yes. Then we have covered pardoning powers of president and governor. Yes. And after that we have covered constitutional position of governor. Yes. So governor has been made only a nominal executive. Yes. So constitutional position of the governor, which mentioned in the provisions of articles 154, article 163 and article 164. We have covered all these three provisions under article 154, article 163 and article 164. Yes. Then we have covered the discretion part of governor. Yes. Now we'll see the articles related to governor at a glance. Yes. Now Article 153, which deals with the governors of states. Yes. Article 154, which deals with the executive power of state. Article 155, which deals with the appointment of governor. Article 156, which deals with the term of office of governor. Article 157 deals with qualifications for appointment as governor. Article 158, which deals with conditions of governor's office. Article 159, which describe oath and affirmation by the governor. Article 160, discharge of the functions of the governor in certain contingencies. Yes, Article 161, which describe power of the governor to grant pardons and others. Article 162, which deals with the extent of executive power of state. Yes, Article 163, Council of Ministers to aid and advise the governor. Article 164, other provisions as to ministers like appointments, terms, salaries and others. Article 165, Advocate General for the state. Article 166, conduct of business of the government of a state. Yes, Article 167, duties of the Chief Minister regarding furnishing of information to the governor. Yes, Article 174, which deals with the sessions of the state legislature, prorogation and dissolution. Article 175 deals with the right of the governor to address and send messages to the house or houses of the state legislature. Article 176 deals with the special address by the governor. Article 200, assent to bills, that is assent of the governor to the bills passed by the state legislature. Article 201, yes, bills reserved by the governor for consideration of the president. Article 213, yes, which describes power of governor to promulgate ordinances. Article 217, governor being consulted by the president in the matter of the appointments of the judges of the high courts. Yes, Article 233, appointment of district judges by the governor. Article 234, appointments of persons other than district judges to the judicial services of the state by the governor. Yes. So these are the articles from Article 153 to Article 234 with regards with the various provisions mentioned in our Constitution of India. Yes. So friends, that's it for today's session, and here we have completed the governor topic of in relate with our preliminary and main examination for civil services examination. So you can revise what we have covered till the course in Inspire, which is targeted for preliminary 2021. Friends, do not forget to join Telegram group. Link is here, and also you can use referral code RBI Live to get 10% discount in our paid courses. Yes friends, there is a link available in description for the Unacademy Combat, which is scheduling on Sunday 11 am. Yes, upcoming Sunday. Yes friends, do not forget to like, share and subscribe videos of Unacademy. So see you in the next lecture with new topic of Indian polity. Till the time, you can watch our special classes on Unacademy app and keep studying, keep revising. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Take care.